and good night to some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must, this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika Biama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwukika Biama ya ndefe na aja ha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwe n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma ma anyị ga-ekele gị nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee eziokwu mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe ndị kwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, my fellow Biafrans. Thank you so much for joining wherever you are joining from across the world. If you're joining me from Biafra land, you're joining from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia. Whichever part of the world you are joining from, I say, may Chukwukika Biama continue to guide and protect you. I'm here once again to speak to my fellow Biafrans and encourage you on the situation of things. As you're joining the broadcast, please kindly share the video on your own platform, share the family and friends, share it to your groups, any place you belong, share so that people can join us on this broadcast, because it is very important. We have just celebrated our Heroes Day, and that is not the end. As we celebrate the Heroes Day, we are more energized, and the spirit of our heroes continue to guide us. Spirit of our heroes continue to give us more strength to fight on until the last minute. We will continue to put on the fight. We will continue to call for that which we desire and demand until the last minute. All the liars and blackmailers and deceivers can never succeed. There are so many deceits, so many liars, so many contradictions from X, from everywhere. So many attacks from the caliphate, attack even from inside, from our own brothers and sisters. So many attacks from those who claim to be one Nigerianists, even when they know that Nigeria cannot work. They are still attacking us. The difference between us and them is that they know the problem, we know the problem, we have the solution, they have no solution. Most of them are bent of being there until the ship collapses with them. But some of us are not ready to be in that ship until it collapses. Some of us want to drop off from that ship, mainly the Biafran people. Biafran people want to escape from that ship before it collapses, before the ship sinks. And that is why we are asking to get out of that very ship. And we'll continue to do so. It is obvious that Nigeria can never, ever stand. Every day you wake up, you go to the media, you see things that are happening. You see more reason for you to believe that Nigeria will never work. There are more reasons, there are more pointers to show you that Nigeria can never function and it can never work. But every day when we talk about it, people think we are ranting, we are talking out of hatred, we are talking out of knowledge. But we are saying the real thing. The difference between us and them, even they themselves, those one Nigerianists, those who are talking about one Nigeria and promoting their so-called one Nigeria, they know very well that Nigeria will not work. Every single one of them, from their politicians to their elites and whatever, go and meet them and discuss with them privately. They will tell you that the injustice in Nigeria cannot stand. Some of them will call you and tell you that they want a Nigeria where there will be justice and equity. Where are you going to find such Nigeria? Where will you find a Nigeria where there is justice and equity? There will not be such Nigeria anywhere in the planet Earth. It can never come. It can never happen. And when we say it, they say we don't know what to say. But today, you see, every single thing we say is playing out. Every day you wake up, you go to the social media, you see why you have to believe that Nigeria will not work. You see more reason to believe that Nigeria will never work. Look at their primaries, only primary election they are doing. Look at the way they are choosing people who are going to lead them. Look at the method they are following to choose people who are going to run for their presidency. Even an ex-president came out and was lamenting. An ex-president who came out and began to lament on their procedure of electing those who are going to rule the country. They have already restructured their constitution more. Even when people are complaining of the 1999 constitution that is not well, today they are still constructing the constitution to favor their evil act. They have maneuvered it and structured it in a way that they will be able to pick anybody they want to rule the country. Except they pick you. It doesn't matter how intelligent you are. It doesn't matter how brave you are. It doesn't matter how popular you are. It doesn't matter how people support you. You can never rule the contraption called Nigeria. Every single day, go to their social media, go to the conventional media. You will see reason why you must have to call for the breakup of the contraption, because it will do anyone no good. The contraption called Nigeria was not formed to serve the British, was not formed to serve the Igbos, not to serve the Yorubas, not to serve the Hausas, not to serve the Efik, not to serve the Ijaw, not to serve the Edos, not to serve any indigenous tribe in the contraption called Nigeria. That amalgamation was done to satisfy the selfish interests of the British. And they are trying everything possible to keep it in that way, to make sure that the oil continue to flow to them. And today you see some people, out of their ignorance, out of their wickedness, out of their envy and jealousy, they continue to protect and promote this very one Nigeria that can never stand. You see their primary election, how it went. Every single one of us saw it. You saw PDP, what they did. PDP that had rotation in their system, all of a sudden, when it get to the stage of the Southeast, everything changed and turned upside down. And the funniest thing that the Southeastern politicians were not able to speak boldly and demand for their rights. These were the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were fighting for. These were the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave them a right to demand for that presidency. It was the struggle of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was the strength of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had done that have given them that courage to begin to speak boldly about a presidency. Instead of holding on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, embracing him and supporting him, they decided to go and kidnap him in Kenya. Today, you see their fate. Every single one of them have gone hiding. Every single politician in Biafra land have gone hiding. Today, you see the kind of disgrace they got. You see the kind of disgrace that when we say that Nigeria will never, ever work, and these politicians know, the politicians from A to Z, they know very well that Nigeria can never work. But out of their selfish interest, because they want to feel important, because they want to protect their loot and continue to loot, that is why they will never support the disintegration of the contraption called Nigeria. Go and see any one of them in their speech. Go and watch their speeches in the conventional media. Discuss with them privately. You see them talking about how Nigeria will never work. Rotimi Amaechi was captured on a voice note where he was saying that Nigeria can never ever survive. Nigeria will never work. It doesn't matter how you do it, but today he is a person contesting because of his selfish interest. You see them, they are talking about a Nigeria where there be equality, a Nigeria where people will be treated equal, a Nigeria where, but there will not be any such Nigeria anywhere. There will not be any such Nigeria because in Nigeria, Nigeria is automatically divided. The division of Nigeria is not caused by you, it's not caused by me, it's not caused by you. The kind of diversity you have in Nigeria is a diversity that can never have a meeting point. The diversity you have in Nigeria have no meeting point and will never ever meet anywhere. The kind of diversity you have in Nigeria is a diversity that will take the life of the innocent people, a diversity that will make sure you remain poor, a diversity that makes sure that insecurity continues. That is the kind of diversity that you have in Nigeria. And there is no amount of prayer, there is no amount of knowledge, no amount of wisdom that can change things in Nigeria except the disintegration of that contraption. Let everybody to your tent, O Israel. Go and build a nation according to your own wish. There are some people who want to be in an Islamic nation. Let them go and build an Islamic nation. Remain there and do whatever they want to do. They can practice the Sharia law. There's nothing bad about it. There are people who enjoy the secular system. They want to be free to express themselves, worship what they want to worship, celebrate what they want to celebrate, do whatever they want to do. Let those people go their own way and build their own nation. That is the only way you can begin to have a meaningful line in that country called Nigeria. But as Nigeria starts today, take it to heaven. Go and bring an angel from heaven to come and run the affairs in Nigeria. He will fail more than Buhari had done. Today, you see what has happened. In PDP primary, you saw the speech of what they call it, Wike. You saw the battle Wike put on with Atiku. The same governors who we are talking about, Southern president, want the Southern to be president, want the Southern after speaking about the Southern presidency, they want the presidency to come to South. They have ended up selling out and giving out everything to the North. They saw that out. Wike, who was the one that killed Igbo people in Obibo, who vowed that Biafra will never stand. Wike was lamenting. He was lamenting, calling on Southerners. The Southerners disappointed him, they betrayed him. The same Wike who killed people in Obibo, he was lamenting. You saw him. He took the money in River State, money that is meant for River State. He used it and began to buy delegates. After spending billions of dollars, after spending millions of dollars, buying cars, buying everything for that day, buying people and paying all manner of bribes. The money that were meant to be paid workers, the money that were meant to repair the River State, the money that was meant to put things in other River State, he used it and threw around to the North. You saw him when he was traveling to the North. He went to Kanu, he dashed them money, he goes to Sokoto, he gives them money, begin to do donation. Any place there is a crisis in the North, he went, go and donate. But when there's a crisis in Biafra land, he will never make any donation. Have you seen Wike making any donation in any place in Biafra land where there are crises? There has been so many crises in Biafra land. There have been places where shops have been bombed, markets have bombed in Biafra land. Did you see Wike making a donation? Wike was always going to the North to make donation, thinking that he was going to play on them. Thinking that the Northerners are foolish as he is. After spending all that money, collecting his money, they took the presidency and gave to Atiku. And he came out and began to lament and began to cry. The same shame is going to befall every single one of them. Mazen Nandekano say, go and serve the Janjaweed and you come back in shame. It doesn't matter how you try to do it. The diversity in Nigeria is in the bloodstream of the Northerners. In the bloodstream of everyone, not only the Northerners. The diversity in Nigeria is in the bloodstream of every single human being in that very contraption called Nigeria. The diversity is in our blood, and there is nothing you can do about it. There is nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter how you try. Mazen Nandekano used the word. He said that we are tribal in nature. Mazen Nandekano, when he was making a speech, later I will play a video where he said it, that we are tribal peace in nature. That is why we return to our home. In Christmas, in every celebration, you see people returning to their base, where they come from. You see people returning to their home. Ask people where they come. They will be telling you where they come from. They don't mention where they were born. Every single Biafra know where they come from. Every single person in that country from Nigeria, every indigenous tribe know where they come from. And you can never deny them. We are tribal in nature. That tribalism in nature makes it so diverse, Nigeria, so diverse that it can never work. It doesn't matter the miracle you try to do. It doesn't matter how good you try to be. Even with the religion, even those who claim to go and change their religion and become Muslim, yet the difference remains there. They can never trust you. The North will never trust a Yoruba man that is a Muslim. They will never trust you. They will not even allow you to pray in their mosque, to lead prayer. That is how diverse we are. That is how diverse the contraption called Nigeria is. They will not allow somebody from Yoruba land to lead a prayer in the North. It doesn't happen anywhere. No matter how religious that person is. What does that tell you? It tells you that the diversity we have in Nigeria is a destructive diversity. It doesn't matter how you try to do it, you can never ever correct it. You can never ever correct it. And you see them pretending. The worst pretenders are the politicians in the southern part of Nigeria, both the Ududua politicians and the Biafra politicians, including the middle belt. They are the worst kind of politician we have. They pretend a lot. They pretend a lot as if they don't know the truth. They know the truth, but they will never stand with it because of their selfish interest, because of their wickedness, because of their wickedness, because they want to remain relevant. They don't want competition. You know, in the South, people in the South are very good in competition, legitimate competition. That is what you see in the North, in the South. Southerners don't stay down. Mainly the Biafrans, they don't stay down. They have healthy competition among themselves. You struggle hard to read to attend to any height you want to attend. If you're in business, you struggle hard in your business to attend to the height you have to compete, a healthy competition. That's what you see in Biafra land. But it's not like that in the North. In the North, you don't see such healthy competition. In the North, they are comfortable. If you see the poor is comfortable remaining poor and never aspire to go forward. When you see the poor, they will never strive to go poor. They have accepted their fate that they were born and created to be poor, and they remain on that level. They never try to improve themselves. But in the southern part of Nigeria, we see people who try to improve themselves on every level, on daily basis. You see people climbing up on daily basis. So some people in the southern part of Nigeria have felt that they cannot be able to compete a healthy competition. They begin to fall into the trap of the northern region to hold their people captive, to continue to play the role of the caliphate, to continue to make sure that their people do not succeed, stay down, so that they alone will remain relevant. But it cannot happen anymore. The contraption called Nigeria must end. It must end. It must end. That is the only way out. And if you're one of those who is still talking about one Nigeria, sorry for you. Sorry for you. Just wait. That one Nigeria will happen to you. Wait and pray that when one Nigeria happens to you, that you'll be alive to tell the story. That is it. So many people who were talking that trash, who were talking about one Nigeria, today they are not even alive. They are not even alive to testify, or they're not even alive to be a witness. They're not even alive to say what happened. You remember Obodo Amelafia? May his soul rest in peace. He was preaching for one Nigeria. He was preaching for a better Nigeria. Even with all the revelation he has made, leaking so many secrets, he was still talking about one Nigeria. What did they do? They took him out. They took him out. He took him out. He was not around today to witness what is happening. Every prediction and revelation he made is what is happening today. But when we are telling these politicians, they think we are irrelevant. Some of them say we are not born to civil war. We were not there during the amalgamation. They know it better. But somebody who was there before independence, Pa Ayadabenjo is saying the same thing we are saying. Pa Ayadabenjo is supporting everything our screen Amazon Nanekano is saying, and every message we are passing through. Pa Ayadabenjo, who witnessed it all, who have seen it all, have seen it and see that Nigeria can never stand the way it's being structured. He said it, he has always said it. The least chance he gave Nigeria was restructuring, but restructuring, they have thrown it in the dustbin. Nobody's talking about it today. Nobody is talking about it today. The least chance Pa Ayadabenjo gave this very Nigeria was restructuring, but it never. Today, where are they? When we talk, they say we were not born the civil war. We were not there when they started their founding father. What founding father? What did the founding father found for you? You saw Wike lamenting. You saw Wike talking from both sides of his mouth. Sometimes when you see Wike talking, you think that he's talking with his brain. But he's not talking with his brain, he's talking with his mouth. Because this Wike is talking with his brain. After making the statement he's making, he has to come down and support his region to have their self-determination. If he's speaking with his brain, he should know that he has no place in the country of Nigeria. This is an example for him. With all the money he has thrown around, all the money and gallivanting and jumping, at the end of the day, what happened? After spending the money of River State, after causing his own people, destroying his own brothers and sisters, killing his own brothers, was he able to capture the presidency ticket? Was he able? I want you to watch him where he was lamenting and talking trash.
Shame to those who will sell out their own thing Shame to them. You're a governor. You go to a meeting, agree on something that your people would not take the control. The same people who go, I've never seen anything like that, man. A governor. And tomorrow is, oh, the South is a minority. You are the one making yourself to be in a minority. And you are complaining of minority. Shame. Instead of me to be that kind of governor, let me not be elected as a governor. Let me not be elected as a governor. You are holding something in trust for your people. And you claim that this is what your people want. Then when it has come to that point to actualize it, you sell out. You think you are doing me? No. No way. Anybody who wants to, anybody in the political history of this country, you can count on us. We are not a pushover. We are not. But I don't know how their faces will be. I don't know how their faces will be. No wonder we cannot move on. Development. No wonder. Look at the region ganged up. Then you, your own region, cannot gang up. You became tools to be used against the interests of your people. And you think you have won. You have lost. I've never seen how people can violate procedures, guidelines. Somebody has spoken. It is at that point he was speaking that he can say, I'm withdrawing. You don't call him back. I just said, look, this our party must not be destroyed. I would have left where I was sitting down. I said, no, this convention can go on. Except you allow me to talk. And I would have flattened that, because it says the human being. I would have flattened it. When you see people, a sitting governor won an election on 300 votes. Is this not right? Which vote will you get? So, it is God's will. Let us not bother ourselves so much.
You had him. You have the madman Wike complaining, talking about gang up. When we have been preaching about this gang up of the North against the South, he never believed it. When we speak about it, people will not believe. Today, he is the one standing on the platform, a governor telling you about gang up of the North against the South. This is the destructive diversity we are talking about. When we talk about the diversity, it's a destructive one that has no remedy. Look at Wike complaining, talking about gang up. All this while, Mazen Nandekana have been talking about the way the southern people, the way Biafra land have been subjugated as slaves, the way we have been taken as a slave. The gang up that is happening, the way the caliphate have ganged up against every other indigenous tribe. When we say about it, they say it's hate speech. When we talk about it, they never agree. They begin to target each other. Today, you see that Wike complaining, talking about gang up. His own friend, the Tambua, his closer friend, somebody that he went and dashed money in their state. Every time you go there and share money. In his presence, Koro sold out without any apology. With no apology, sold out in his presence. He called it Gabon. Then what did his own fellow brothers do? Everybody on his own, to your tent, O Israel. The same way all of them left Mazen Nandekano. Mazen Nandekano is fighting for himself. Nobody cares. Mazen Nandekano have been asking, shouting and fighting for innocency, for the ordinary people. No single of them, no single politician is standing with Mazen Nandekano to raise that voice and make sure that his voice is being heard. Today you see him crying. You see where the Wike crying. You see him cry as if it is what happened is not something strange. It has been happening from time immemorial. It has been happening from time immemorial. Before their own very eyes, you see the way he was being thrown away. And why won't he be thrown away? He'll be thrown away because he laid his tent in the north. He has been sharing money in the north, sharing money in all the states in the north. All of a sudden today, he's now calling his own brothers. He's calling the southern governors for betrayal. But he has been the one betraying all this while. This is the kind of people you have as politicians. These are things you see. When you see these idiots, you begin to cry. What made you to be part of them? These people are not worthy to be Biafrans. When you see them speak, you think they have something upstairs. There's nothing in their head. Their head is empty. When they speak, you think they have action. There is nothing. In Wike, you are seeing has nothing in his brain. Because if he had something in his brain, he should have done what he's just doing today. He would have done it far back ago. He should have known about the gang up. He should have not trusted Tambua. But he trusted Tambua more than even other governors in the southern part of Nigeria. He trusts Tambua. That's why every time I watched one interview where they were asking about Tambua. He said he will vote for Tambua at any time. But today, that same Tambua he has as his own closer friend was the person that sold out in his own presence. And meanwhile, all this while, he has been in loggerhead with his own fellow governors in the southern part of Nigeria. He will abuse this one, attack this one, claiming to be an emperor. The Hitler of River State. You see the Hitler of River State crying. He doesn't care. After all, the money he spent is not his money. It's River State money. More people will be owed in River State. More pensioners will be owed. More teachers will be owed. More money will be destroyed. You see him crying. But what transpired in that reality is something we are crying about. The diversity we are talking about, when we talk about the diversity in Nigeria, the diversity in Nigeria is a destructive one. As long as that contraption remains the same, you can never find anything legitimate. You can never find justice. You can never find anybody that is patriotic to Nigeria. You can never find anybody that is going to make that country work. It will never happen. There will always be this gang up he's talking about. This gang up is always there. The gang up is all, and they are aware. He's aware. He's aware. The gang up is there. But where they do their own gang up is when they want to gang up to kidnap us in Nandekam. When they want to gang up to kidnap us in Nandekam, when they want to gang up to fight against IPOB, that is where they all unite together. When they want to gang up to proscribe IPOB, that is where you see all the southern governors, all the southeast governors. You see all the governors. When it comes to IPOB, that is when all of them unite together. They have one voice and speak. When it comes to fight against Mazinat, all of them will come out and speak in one voice. The diversity in Nigeria is a destructive one, and Nigeria was not meant to benefit anybody. This is a British company, a forceful amalgamation, a company that was established to serve the foreign countries, not to serve any indigenous tribe. Nigeria is a company, not a country. That is why we want out. The Biafran people, the Ududua people, the Middle Better, every single one of them who is agitating is asking for a chance to create a nation that they can be able to be patriotic to. No single human being is patriotic to Nigeria. I say it and I say it again. Nobody. Nobody is patriotic to Nigeria, including Obasanjo and Buhari. They are not patriotic to Nigeria. Because if they are patriotic, what is happening today cannot happen. These are people who can take a life, innocent life. They don't care. As long as their own selfish interest is being satisfied. Some, as long as their own tribe is being promoted, they don't care. They want to talk about their presidency. All you hear is Northern presidency, Southern presidency, Igbo presidency, Hausa presidency, Yoruba presidency. That is what you hear everywhere. What does that tell you? This country is not one and will never, ever be one. It doesn't matter how you try. The more you try, the more the insecurity increase. The more you try, the more life is lost. The more you try, the more the economy is being destroyed. The more you try, the more corruption increase.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you. If you come and stand on the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold the whole of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they're saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You go everywhere. We must continue.